Hey guys, and welcome to the House for the Vibes, make you feel at home. I'm Tay, and I am your host for the Vibe House podcast. I am so excited to be back with you guys this week. This is episode 2 of the Vibe House podcast. If you guys are returning, welcome. Thank you so much for coming back. If you guys are new, welcome to you as well. We are excited to have you here, and we're excited to go ahead and get into some things with you guys. So this first segment is called The Catch Up if you guys are new here, and we're just going to catch up on some things we talked about last week. And there's a lot I wanted to go over, so let's go ahead and get into this. First is the baby. Last week was an unfortunate week for him. After Rolling Loud, he had already had a lot of concerts pulling out of working with him, and then this week it has continued. He seems to look unbothered when he's on Instagram and stuff like that, but I just know as an artist, I don't know, I would be worried. I mean, the things that he said, I know a lot of people have a lot of different opinions. There's you can't make him agree, and you can't make him apologize, even though he has done some apologies, and some people want to say they're not genuine because they sound like PR, apologies, which of course, he never really seems really humbled or I guess sorry about what he said. And I think that's really what bothers people. I guess they just really want him to play the role and be sad and be that whole thing, but he's just I said what I said, and whatever, if y'all don't feel it, then you didn't feel it. And it's kind of, I don't know, I guess people, I know that festivals have their right to feel their own type of way about that, especially when there's advertisements and other advertisers and other sponsors and things you have to worry about as well. They don't want to put their money or their advertising behind something or someone that they don't believe in, or someone that conflicts with their audience. So I think there's a lot of that going on as well. I don't think it's just the industry wanting him to be sorry. It's just when you come out and say that, and then you don't really show to be humble, or that you care about losing the money. I don't know. I think it's hard. And then even Dua Lipa, who had done a song with him, Levitating, that was doing really well. It was just this isn't the person who, if I would have known he felt this way, that isn't, someone I would have included in my music. So I think, I don't know, saying that, having his, freedom of speech has, been a double-edged sword for him lately. So I think, I don't know, he might have a lot of reflecting to do. I don't know if he really cares. I know he's, making videos and doing a whole bunch of other things as well. So he might have enough other venues where he's not really worried about festivals not going well. Because he's if my fans want to see me, they'll come see me wherever I'm doing shows. If that happens to not be at your festival, that's fine. But that being said, I think that's going to be it on the baby. We'll see what happens for the rest of the week. I don't know how many festivals are left in this festival season that are going to, that have the opportunity of either picking him up or dropping him. We'll see if anyone else brings him back. I know he's lost some sponsorships as well. So words, even though you have freedom of speech, it's not free of consequences. Is the main thing, is the main issue here. Even just as an artist, you have to know that some of your fan base may feel a different way than you, and you're going to be excluding them now. You're making your fan base smaller and smaller. So I don't really think that was wise for him, and we'll see how, things continue to roll out for the baby. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into what everyone's been waiting for. The Kanye event was last night. I know last week we talked about the one he held previously, and then Donda did not come out. So far, it has been a repeat of last week, unfortunately. So last night was the event. He has been staying in Mercedes-Benz Stadium for a while, which is a little weird as well. He's been paying, I think it's rumored that he's been paying $1 million to stay there and to finish the album, and I guess to make the space what he wanted to be for the event this weekend. And it happened last night. I tried to live stream it. The whole live stream thing was weird too, because they were live streaming him in the room, and then they live streamed the event, which was, and he was there's so much that happened. We'll get into that in the breakdown as well. We're gonna dive into that some more because it is super recent, and we want to cover that as thoroughly as I can. So I'm going to get into that some more. So let's go ahead and get into the breakdown so we can go ahead and get into it. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into the breakdown for this week. A lot has happened this week, so we might have a new emergence for Diddy. It's called the Love Era. This last week, Diddy had went on his Instagram and he cleared it. He took a page out of the album release thing that people have been doing lately, and he cleared all of his content, and he has been posting new stuff, and it's like hashtag the love era. I know he had mentioned it before he made the change over, but it seems like we might be getting some new music from Diddy. That'd be very interesting. And that was not on my checklist or my calendar for 2021, my predictions. Definitely not that Diddy was going to be dropping an album. So we'll see if that's going to be coming soon. That was very interesting to see. And I know he's been like with Young Miami a lot. I don't know if they're having a thing. I don't know. Young Miami tends to like do her own thing, and I love that for her. So we will see, if she has a bagged the biggest bag. Even though I know he's hell. He gave Cassie hell. He gave his ex-wife, R.I.P. Kim Porter. He gave her hell. So we'll see. I know he seems to realize that he loves people a little too late. So hopefully he's grown out of that. So we'll see what happens for him and Young Miami, if that is a thing. They might just be working on music together, or just like a general industry relationship. But it's really cool to see them hanging out and getting together. So we'll see if there's more. And on some real new music front, we have some new music from The Weeknd, and there were some snippets that came out during the Olympics, and it came in, I guess, during like one of the Olympics commercials, and I did see that, and it is out now with a new video. I think the video was supposed to show in IMAX theaters, but there was an epilepsy warning because of flashing lights. I think The Weeknd did go on record saying that this album is supposed to be like a party album, and the album he's always wanted to make. So hopefully, we have some good music coming out of here. I did hear the song this morning, and we'll talk about that in new releases. But I am excited about things that are going to be coming from him very, very soon. So I am very excited for a new album from him. And speaking of new albums, we are still waiting on the Donda release. I don't know, there's this whole countdown when he was doing the live stream and everything. And I think he kind of got everyone's hopes up a little bit. I think that... I don't know if we're going to get Donda or not. I know people are saying that was pushed to August 9th, which may be a possibility, but I really don't know about that. He, of course, this has been like the second release, and he has, already done this before, so it has to be, like, at this point with Kanye, if he says he's getting an album, like, you don't believe it's going to be there until the day of. So I'm just going to keep it like that and just keep pushing, and if he drops it, he drops it. I did hear some of the songs off of Donda while I was watching the Apple stream. I can say I'm not a trooper. I did not make it all night. I was so tired, and he already started an hour late. It was supposed to start at 9:30, and we were looking at like a bed and a jacket and fucking shoes on the floor for like a whole hour, and I was just like, what is going on? I was texting one of my friends, and I was like, at this point, he's just gonna jump scare us. Like I don't understand what's going on here. Like, we need answers. Like, people have been waiting all night, all week for this. And then I know, like, he doesn't really give a fuck. I know that everyone was there. They said that Jay-Z came into town, and Chance the Rapper was here. A lot of people came in, and I guess it was a lot of last-minute work. But my thing is, like, he basically redid his old album. Like, this is very similar to Wyoming for me. So I just don't know how I feel about all of his release events so far. But we do have some more information on the album. But I think this was just kind of pulled from the event last night. But we do have a track list, not a track list, but like a list of features, a list of collaborations. So it has Pusha T, of course, Don Oliver, Kid Cudi, Fivio Foreign. I always have the worst name for that. Donda, of course, his mother, Lil Yachty, Playboi Carti, Travis Scott. We also have Lil Durk, Roddy Ricch, Jay-Z, Lil Baby, The Weeknd, of course, the Sunday Service Choir, and Westside Gunn, Jay Electronica, just to name a few. This album list is chock full of a lot of stars and a lot of people. So it is very exciting to see him working with so many other individuals. So it's exciting to see the songs and the concepts he has come up with. Also, during the event, he was like floating from the ceiling, so he had a lot going on. Kanye is on another level of like crazy, creative flow, energy, whatever he's got going on. Whatever drug he's on, I need him to like pass it this way, even though, good girl, don't do I don't do like controlled, substances. We'll put it that way. But whatever Kanye's got working on in his creative mind, he's going to pass it on because shit is crazy out here. So let's go ahead and get into these new releases, since Donda is, of course, unfortunately not one of them this week. We do have Take My Breath from The Weeknd this week. This is his new single, the one that did get taken down from the IMAX theaters. It is great. I listened to it this morning. It's very upbeat. If it's indicative of the rest of the album, I'm excited to hear it. I wish we would have had it a little earlier in summer, but we still have a good bit of summer left, so we'll see when he drops. Hopefully it's not too far away. I would love to have that before like September, which might be optimistic since he did just drop the album. He did just drop the single, but he seems to be talking about it like it's completed, so hopefully there is a date coming for that as well. Next, we do have a new release from Nas called King's Disease 2. And one of my favorite songs from that is Rare. So far, I was listening to it this morning, and I'm really feeling that song. So I'm really excited to get into the rest of the project. I love Nas. I don't know who's my favorite New York rapper if you had to, put them against each other, like Nas or Jay-Z. I don't know. Of course, Jay-Z hasn't done a project in a really long time. Nas has been a little bit more recent, so I am excited to hear from him. I'm glad that I'm not sure if I'm glad that him and Kanye didn't drop at the same time, but I'm glad that I have a little bit of time to sit with the Nas project before maybe Donda comes out. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully, Donda does come out on the 9th, but we'll see how that goes. Don't want to put too much faith, too much hope into Kanye at this point, so we'll see, how far we get. Sorry about that. If you guys heard that, there's a plane going over my house. Gotta get some better soundproofing, but we'll work on that. Alright, and then another song that we do have this week is All of This from Georgia Smith and Guilty Beats. I know she had a project earlier this year in May, so I know she just dropped an entire album, so it is interesting that she dropped another single so soon after that with a song that I don't believe was on the album. I really love it. I was listening to it this morning and made its way onto my personal playlist, so it's definitely something I can vouch for personally. I'm excited to, get into... I love Georgia Smith. Every time she drops something, I'm usually a fan, so I'm glad to see her working on some new music as well. And then we also have a new album from Tinashe as well. I haven't heard... honestly, I'm not going to say I've been the largest, the biggest Tinashe fan, Tinashe supporter. Of course, 2 On is a classic at this point, but I'm never, other than that, she's always been, I guess, not, one-hit wonder. I hate to say that, because I know she's very talented. She can dance, she can sing. And I don't know, she's just never hit for me. Other than 2 On, I haven't really had a lot of experience with her, so... definitely would love to get into her more, so this album 333 is a great opportunity to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and give that a listen. And hopefully, after I have a chance to sit with some of these projects, we will be able to get onto IG Live this week. We're going to be beginning that this Thursday. This Thursday, we're going to start our first IG Live. So if you guys are interested in that, we're going to be talking about some things from the episode, kind of deep diving into albums. And we're going to be talking about the playlist that's going to be coming out this weekend as well. So many things are going to be coming. I know these have been quick little episodes, but I wanted to... get on the mic, talk to you about some big things, because things are definitely coming. We are still looking for, a co-host. So if you guys are interested, you guys can put in your submissions. You guys can send them to us on Instagram, or you can send them to us by email as well. You can find them on Instagram also. And I will put the information in the description box on Anchor and Facebook and everything as well, so you guys can find that also. Super excited to get into some things. Also, guys, let us know in the comments below, some artists you guys would love us to get in touch with. We are contacting artists from all over the country. So if you know some local artists, I would love to get on the mic with them, have them on the podcast. That'd be really fun. I just really want to get, make this more of a community and fun for you guys. So if you guys want to bring in some of your favorite artists, please let me know. And we will bring some people onto the show, which will, be a great time. And of course, we'll get some longer, funner episodes out of those, so I can't wait for that for you guys. With that being said, I am going to go ahead and close out. It's always wonderful talking to you guys, and I love talking about music and all the things that are going on. If you guys want to talk during the week, again, I will be live on IG Live. If you guys want to keep up with me, you guys can find me at Tea by Tay. That is my lifestyle blog. If you guys want to check out what I do during the week and what I'm always up to, any other time I'm not talking about music and listening to music, basically. So if you guys want to keep up with me, you guys can find me there. That's TeaByTaye if you guys want to check that out. There's also a website coming soon. You guys are the first to hear about that, so that's very exciting. So many things in the works, just like all over the place. So make sure you guys are, up to date on all that stuff. So thank you guys for tuning in. I'm going to go ahead and hop off. Thank you guys so much, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.